Good evening, SpeedGaming 3, and welcome to more of Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 6. We are currently in roughly the middle of Week 2. It is still Casual Boots Week, and tonight we have your mom's favorite rando team versus Don't Forget to Track Us, Gamachu racing for your mom's favorite rando team, and PRD Wong racing for Don't Forget to Track Us. As I said, Casual Boots, so we got a sword, we got boots, and we will be running very fast through the standard start. I'm Radical Sniper 99, joined tonight by Fear Agent with Pix Caliber Tracking. Hello, Fear.
Hello, how's it going? I'm ready for our TARC admin meeting. Oh wait, no,
okay.
Wrong channel. Wrong channel. We're here for racing. Never mind.
Oh, this isn't a 216 interview.
Oh yeah. Where did you start? When did you start playing video games? No, this is
we did this once before.
we did. Your mom's favorite rando team on the left. Don't forget to track us on the right. Gamachu versus PRD Wong. Two awesome people, and I expect some really cool, fun things. So.
Yeah,
casual boots.
Of course.
So, Gamma's pretty good at this mode. Pert's pretty good at this mode. So I imagine we're going to see some people going fast today.
Yeah, this mode has been very fast all week. I think we had a sub-hour seed earlier today. If you missed it, we have seen a lot of sub-110s, sub-120s. This mode is terrifyingly quick if you're not careful.
And then we've seen some like 140s too. So
yes, we have seen the occasional
very volatile
train wrecks.
So yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
So I gotta ask here, are you playing this week?
I am not. I'm actually.
You are not.
Gamma and Shreen. So Gamma's doing this race, and then Shreen and Flip Hill will be playing Sunday night. So
awesome.
I don't play 5-6 at Eastern and here, by the way. I don't really like these modes just because you gotta be good, man. And I'm not good enough to play Kaz Boots and consistently win.
Yeah, this is, as we were saying, with how volatile this mode has been or quick it can be, part of the issue is just a lot of you make a check, you skip a check, you find an item, you don't find an item, and that's all it takes in this mode. We don't think about that a lot in some of these modes because, next week we've got an 80 keys mode. What are you going to do?
You can't skip everything. Yeah, you just got to be really efficient. Cross keys is kind of the same thing where you want to be as efficient as you can be doing all the overall checks and all that stuff. But Kaz Boots, it's just like go man, go. And
finding one skip is, can be 30 seconds. Hey, I didn't do a Gina, and that saves me 30 plus seconds of time. Hopefully it's not progression and burns me the rest of the way.
Yeah. A decent opening for Cact. We got 6 bombs coming out of already in Hyrule Castle and money as well. So if you're not getting progressive items, that's not the worst stuff to open. Pay the bottle vendor, and you got your bombs for Kakariko too. We are going to need to see a key here shortly.
Yeah, we still got 2 options for that key, but shouldn't be. Shouldn't Well, we know where it's going to be here, but
right. Otherwise, we got to re-roll this thing.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw a broken seed?
I've never seen a broken seed in all my years. I know it's happened once or twice, but I've actually never witnessed it.
Cam was going to tell us that was an intentional green guard kill with the ball and chain guard, right? He planned
had it. Had a little bit better of a ball and chain fight though. So he was out of the basement just a fraction of a bit sooner than PRD.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking Kaz Boots, a good Kaz Boots escape. We're talking low 510s, maybe sub 510 if you get something to help make it a little bit quicker. But as long as you're in that 510 to 513 range, those are probably the lower limits you'd expect normally.
I love this music too, by the way, but it's almost too peaceful for an escape.
Mario Mix is a greit's MSU. I
It's
love this
great. I
one.
love it. One of the best MSUs for sure. But this is not even to say this is a bad track. It just feel wise doesn't necessarily feel like you're trying to rescue Zelda. More like we're just chilling in the castle, since it is Princess Peach's music. I do love it though.
We just need that like Bowser sound in there.
Yeah, just throw it in every once in a while.
Just to like approach one of the doors and you hear that Bowser track.
Yeah. Okay, so we still haven't seen the map. We've got 4 more checks here and then the sink. And we're picking up that heart.
Yeah, down to 1 heart there. I get it. Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Like the snakes aren't terribly hard, but
yeah,
like,
but if you do
happens.
like you do one dash and they're in the wrong spot, and next thing you know, you take another half a heart and another half a heart, and you lose a whole bunch of time.
And then you get hit by 2 rats, and it's over, and you're just like, that's time you can't lose in this mode.
Totally. So yeah, definitely take the time to grab that heart. That's literally on the way. So, all right, let's take a look at the back here. There's our map.
Oof, that rat really got away from PRD.
Oh, that's always
when cross country there.
All right, so nothing out of Hyrule Castle on our way to Kakariko. Do have one more check in the sanctuary, but just bombs and money, which again, they're not the worst things to open before we head over to Kakariko, but
yeah, it's a safe CAC now.
Yeah,
we've got money, we've got bombs. We don't have to worry about anything.
Yep. We've got more bombs. Hyrule Castle apparently hoarding all the bombs. I remember hearing this track for the first time and just being completely blown away. Not only by the game, but the music as well. It's just such a good hit. You got a mushroom.
I mean, the best part of this MSU is just being like, which Mario game is this one again? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so pretty standard route here. Going to come out of escape and do your bunk rock check. Probably do a tree pull. Actually, you don't even really need to do a tree pull since they've got money and bombs. But
I mean, I don't mind the tier 2 here just to see, because maybe you get some more money. Maybe it's reds.
I think that was a 20 on the ledge.
I thought so too, but that was really a short check.
So don't forget the trackers go 0-2 in week 1?
They did.
Okay.
Yeah. I am trying to remember who it was. I think they played Tile Roomies week 1.
No,
yeah, they played. They played Fendrana in week 1. Sorry.
Okay. Fendrana Drifters. Okay.
Yeah.
Who you 2-0'd this week, right?
Yeah, we just got done with that.
That's a huge 2-0 right there, dude. You guys are killing it with the start here.
I mean, we got a bunch of gamers in this division.
Yeah, this is a super tough division. It is really tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's Invitational League, right? So, like, I feel like I'm stating the obvious by saying that, but no, this is quite the start.
Yeah, so don't forget, Shrek is going to try to get that first W on the board, and your mom's favorite Rando team has to keep track with both the Drifters and JKLL here. Do you get a Master Sword here? We can have another Aga Seed. I feel like that's the story of the week so far with Kaz Boots.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen more Aga Seeds, but that's not really out of the ordinary for this mode. That starting sword really just seems to push it.
Yep, it really does. To get a mirror and a flute. Oh, that's great. You love seeing the flute. And Kakariko can activate that right away. Blue mail, you'll never say no to that. And a book, wow.
That's a lot of options.
That's a lot of options. Hera is possibly completable. Don't have fire source, so or the hook shot, so probably not going to rush up there. But
No, I think
activating
you
that
still do
flute
that
is super nice.
normal like South Shore play.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, just a couple more checks here in Kakariko. We got we don't have Sick Kid because we don't have a bottle, but we do have the Chicken Hut and Bird, making sure he almost forgot to activate that flute. I know I've done that a couple of times myself, where it's like, crap, now I got to go back. That's such a waste. But
I mean, at least it was
remember.
here in CAC instead of
Yes.
like library or race game, and you get to run back into CAC.
For sure.
You're like, you had to do it, but just still hate it.
Yeah, totally. All right, what do we got? Heart piece. So already up to 6 hearts, blue mail. Master sword coming out of Kakariko. Let's see if we got anything left here in the south of Kakariko, and then we'll probably make our way over to the South Shore.
Yeah. Question in chat about why can the MSUs change mirror but not duck? The duck is really just a sound effect, whereas the mirror is actually a track in the set. So a track can be injected for mirror transitions, but not for the flute.
The duck call.
Yep.
All right, so nothing south of CAC. Gamma can give us a first look at the dam. Nothing in the first check. We do need some stuff. Like, we have access to the mountain and Hera, but that's not great. Gamma got to pick up these $20.
This has been stingy. I would be really in favor of a mushroom turn in, like for we're seeing for PRD. Like, I don't see a reason not to. There's not a whole lot available, and I feel like this is one of those things you have to do. We're an item, like we're fire from Hera, glove and fire from desert. So,
well, we do have a dense check here, and there's our glove.
Fire and we get 2 crystals, but there is enough money for Gamma to hit Zora even. Oh, yeah, just under?
Close. It's good that he picked up the 20. I'm not sure about any of the drops here. He's going to rescue the old man first. I think this makes sense. With the flute, you can get back to Ice Rod Cave pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, he could do 20 Rupee Cave and get that last little bit.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. He turns in that mushroom, he can get 20 rupees there too, which he might do.
PRD getting completely frame rolled by that bomb.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And then that one, the Moldorms just found their way away.
Yep. And so PRD picking up his glove. There's $20 from the old man. Nice little tip. Now puts us into Zora money.
Was that really just like, we're just taking the $20 and running? Okay.
It works, man. Whatever works. PRD not picking up the extra cash along the way, so he is a little bit more short. He could do a little bit of farming here if he'd like. Or we could just use our flippers to traverse the rest of the water checks.
And of course, the stored water walk here out of Ice Rod Cave, jump off that diagonal slope, and then can just jump off here and be in a water walk. Love it when you get to do that.
Yeah, it's really nice. Just a heart piece there on the island. Don't need that. Both of them going to check out what the man under the bridge has. another 20. PRD just getting a little bit closer there to Zora money. I'm betting he's wishing he picked up that 20 from the mushroom. I don't think he did. Realizing
I'm surprised PRD didn't just walk out and flute. I feel like that save and quit's a little slower. A little bit of loss of time on that
I think
one.
money's on his mind though. He's so close to Zora, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, so he's gonna check Agina. Oh, he's gonna go into desert. Okay,
Now that's a gamble.
another 20.
Like, we're going in without fire at this point. You just,
Yeah,
I'm hoping he finds something here, but this is dangerous for a call this early. Like, I would even think at least Saha before this.
oh yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Did you see what was on Zorledge? I didn't see.
Nothing. It was like it was just
okay.
nothing. Not even money.
All right, do we need the 500? Well, TBD.
First bottle? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we might just need to go into desert without fire. That is a possibility.
Unfortunately, that was our first item with that can of Burna. And there's a vanilla big key, but are we going to get the second item?
Watch it just be like the fire rod or the lamp.
I think my only concern is here for PRD having no magic if it's fire.
Yeah. Back of Saha, we got some more bombs, heart piece, and 10 arrows. Man, this lead is just.
What do you want from us?
Yeah. We've got no moon pearl. We've got no lamp.
There's no second item.
Okay, so answer's not desert. So we've got Eastern we can dip. We've got Hera we can dip. Anything inside Spec Rock, Jesse?
I don't know what you're talking about. Spec Rock interior is never progression. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
We're going to get another check here from PRD, the Agina check. Okay, we got to check out if this bottle gives us anything. Just a $5. There's Samaria.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't give us anything now, but something we will need in the future, more likely than not.
And Gamma's also going to make the play into desert first, so he should probably get both of his canes momentarily.
I think following the book in Gamma, where Gamma is, makes a lot of sense. He doesn't have a lot of checks. And
he's down
desert, or do you go up to Hera?
Or do we even
Easter?
consider? Yeah.
It's like one of the 3 dungeons. Which one? Pick your poison, I guess. Trying to follow what the seed gives you with that book.
And I think realistically, this one does have the least bad investment. If you think about
you get
it,
both
like
items out of it, right? Like that kind of works out. And
yeah, like
go into the
this
bags.
is one. If you get mitts, like as long as mitts aren't on Landmo, like you get an easy road back to desert eventually. Eastern is a slog to get through, so you hope to be able to do Crystal Eastern once. Nobody likes the double dip of Crystal Eastern. And then Hera you have to climb the mountain. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you do Hera after this before Eastern, but not like a ton of time before.
Our tracker picking up a good point. We do have we have Ether Tablet as well with that Master Sword and the book. The thing is, we need more than one item still. We need, we still don't have a pearl. We still don't have, a hammer or another glove. We don't have a lamp, so Aga's not even...
I mean, even if we got a lamp, for Aga, we have almost nothing in Dark World.
Right.
It would just be a pod play for something. Or a catfish.
Yeah. All right, so Gamma going to pick up his Samari. Let's see where PRD wants to go now. Oh, he's gonna go turn in that bottle too. That makes sense. Get his $5 tip. And then we're kind of even up. I guess Gamma still has Saha, the Saha check over PRD, but
Yeah, that and the old man rescue.
oh right. Looks like Gamma is gonna
route in Zora a little bit easier early.
Yeah. Just picking up that extra cash made it so he didn't have to farm any money. Was able to do like all those water checks right away. He's going to take a look at in the spectral rock. We have access to both inside and the top. Nothing on the top. Nothing on the inside. You're not going for the 300.
No. I mean, you could consider it if like you were thinking this was an Aga seed and you wanted to have the money for pod. Like Gamma is short right now. Green Pendant Pod, Pendant Swamp Palace as well.
And ice.
Yeah, and ice.
All right, so we're going to get something on the tablet here, and we're going to get something in here and have Dark World access, right?
Yes, in some form we will get Dark World access up here.
Wow, not on the ice. I would have put money that there was going to be something on that.
The seed's been screaming tablets.
Yeah, or that book is just like, nothing, right? Like got Berna. Okay, Moon Pearl, step 1.
The thing is, even if you, like, at this rate, we're looking at either Lamp is here or, yeah, we're going to Eastern.
Let's go to Eastern.
So what do we got? Are we getting Hammer, Mitts, or Lamp? Or is the seed going to be really rude and say, here's a hook shot?
Hook shot, yeah. To get your lamp over in Paradox.
Right.
All right, PRD with his Moon Pearl now. Yeah, this is a real stingy seed so far. All right. What do we think, chat? What do we got in here? It's going to be something. There has to be some sort of progression.
Okay, and then the other side of this is if you get that progression early enough, how quick do you bail or do you check the rest of these chests?
Oh man, it's tough. I'd bail, but there's
no. I saw this earlier this week. I want to say it was actually the first game between JKLOL and Fendrana was Mitts in that chest as well. And I want to say both runners continued.
Yeah, I don't think Gamma wants to risk skipping something and that costing him the race, like he believes in his execution. And there we go. There's 2 items. Now he's gone.
Yep. And we're going to get Mire area real quick. Nice 3 items with the shed and checkerboard.
Yeah. Good spot for the hammer to be hiding for sure. You think PRD keeps going after the powder?
I like the idea of what Gamma did of just going to right side and stopping. Like, there's a good chance you're gonna have to go do the rest of the dungeon. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah,
to get the right side and leave.
You have 1 check left in logic. It could just be the big key, and then the big key leads to the map or something, in the big chest. And we're gonna have to come back anyways because we need to clear the dungeon. So
yeah, I mean, unless you get really lucky that the bow's in here, I don't see a lot of value staying at this point.
Yeah, and we already do the same thing. You get 2 items. It's like, what are the odds that the third one isn't in the back, or
or fire locked?
Yeah. So Gamma picked up half magic in that shovel. Let's see how he routes that all in. We have access to like the smith chain And
we have
these
access to
10,
Magic
let's see how
Bat,
much.
which is always awful with Mitt's access. I
It's
hate
not too
that
bad
check.
with their. It's not too bad with their layout though, because it can just flute right back over with mitts and stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go too deep. The question is, how much of Thieves Town do you want to do? Do you want to full clear it? Or are you going to come back later when you have the hammer?
I don't hate a dip here. Maybe do the front 4 and turn that into like Smith Chain. And then when you finish up Smith Chain, maybe consider doing the rest.
Okay.
It's
Gamma's
hard.
not even
Like
dipping it at all. He's just saying no. So he's going to go do dig game, which he can't do yet because he doesn't have enough money. So he's going to pick up the Smith here.
Was that a conscious that he knew he didn't have the money, or?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he looked at his cash and said, it's going to cost $10 to turn the Smith in too. So unless they pay him well. I mean, he could have done the arrow game, but it is slow.
Wait, this isn't an inverted or cross keys.
Oh, so he got half of his money back. He made $10 off of that.
And he made enough for dig game. Perfect.
He did, but I mean, he can't pick up. Okay, in this situation, I like it because you can do powder the way he's doing it. You can flute afterwards, take the purple chest in, and you can now do dig game because you won't have a follower.
Yeah,
works out pretty well. Purity already onto the third check in. These sound. I missed the first two.
I didn't see anything of importance, but that does mean I didn't also catch how many items we've gotten. And
sure, he's got a small key and a big key, so it's either 1 or 2 items that he got. 1 item in the front. Cool. Thanks to our tracker and eyes in the sky from the chat as well. So Smith Chain not really paying off yet. Where do you think that hammer is going to be?
I'm thinking somewhere in like the South Dark World checks at this point.
Hype Cave or something?
Yeah, I mean,
would you jet over to Hype Cave? Sorry.
Potentially.
Sorry,
like,
Fendon.
Like, I don't know. It's one of those things, like, if you've had a book since Sphere 1 and you haven't gotten anything from it, like, you got to be thinking, like, Bombo's tablet, right? It's going to pay out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Gamma is going to dip into Easttown.
And there is an item that's going to be in that big chest.
Yeah, that's rough. It looks like they're both going to be doing it. I think Gamma's probably going to go to the back. He might not. I don't know, we'll see.
I see what Gamma was doing here is just try to knock out some of those Vu checks.
Yeah.
In hopes that one of them is the hammer before committing to this play.
Yep. I think with only finding 1 item in the front, I think he might mirror out, but we'll see. Nope, he's going. Well, whatever it is, they're both doing the same thing, so.
Unless the hammer's right here in blind cell.
It could be.
I tried.
Yeah, you willed it in for sure.
But nothing really here in Thieves unless blind has something. And this is in logic, so at least not terrible. And plus, PRD gets magic. Currently has
That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right. Blind is down. Just 10 arrows. There's never anything in the big chest, right?
Nope. Not once. I definitely did not have a race in main tournament this year where Hammer was on blind and Ice Rod was in the Thieves on Big Chest. Never.
Oh, jeez. Jeez.
Oh, by the way, nice spin speed out of Thieves there.
Yeah, well done. Oh, Purity's not looking at his money. Okay,
Catches it last minute.
Right, yeah.
Are we gonna get Arrow Game?
Gonna get some Arrow Game.
Nice.
I mean, he was in a little bit of a worse situation than Gamma was. Gamma was at least closer to 80 rupees. Oh no, he missed the first one too.
We're gonna have to play at least one more at this point.
Yeah.
Oh
no. Oh no. A little boom boom SMB3 action here. I like it. Blind kind of looks like Boom Boom a little bit. I could see it.
yeah.
It's gonna be funny if Hammer is here at the game. It's always funny when you find Hammer like right after you do Thieves Town and leave an item there, you know?
Yeah.
If I was PRD, I would have picked that 20 up, by the way.
Yep. That would have been pod money.
Right. I guess he's hoping he never has to go to pod since it's a green pendant, but I mean, we know the truth.
Yeah, that it is nothing.
Right.
Don't tell my teammate I said that.
She's not listening. All right. So, Pierre, you gonna do some of those checks that Gamma's already done here. Gamma gonna dig up his $20. Let's see if he picks it up. Well, it looks like he didn't even have a choice.
He also got some better money drops during that dig game, honestly.
Yep.
Like, PRD's dig game was just a 5 and a 1, like almost nothing.
Yeah.
Whereas Gamma's like, here's a couple of 20s. Don't worry, we're going to give you pod money.
Yeah. $20. Bird can pick that one up if he wants to. All right, Stumpy, give us something, man. The lamp, of course. To do no, we got the flippers. Never mind. So I guess that. But that is pretty funny. Shovel's nothing. It kind of stinks that PRD's not going to route that in the way Gamma did because he hasn't done the Mire area yet. But if he puts it off, he'll save a little bit of time.
And it looks like we're actually going to get Bombo's tablet before Hype Cave on Gamma's side. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Like, I think what Gamma's planning on is Hype Cave into maybe East Dark World for like Catfish and Pyramid before Pod.
Yeah. Anybody want to dip Swamp?
I mean, I was hoping maybe you get Hookshot. You know, get some specky action going, but
yeah,
even still, it's a pendant swamp.
Oh, right, pendant swamp. Yeah.
I mean, isn't this this is the specky situation we were warned about? Everybody's like, yeah, if you have pendant swamp and you can specky clip it, you're gonna actually do it. Here's the gamble.
Do you get a fire rod?
Yeah.
Skull Woods, anyone?
Honestly, with that fire rod, I am bailing on West Arc or East Dark World.
Yeah,
I'll go back and do Skull and hit up probably North Dark World after that. Yeah,
I agree. Yep. Looks like that's what Gamma's probably going to do here since he's done these checks. PRD still has the Mire area stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him I almost forgot about Bombo's tablet, but he's going to check that out as well. Have we not seen King's Tomb yet?
I guess not. And that's the thing, like, I think we would have had a good reason to wait on this to maybe pair it with Graveyard Ledge. It's slow, but I don't know, it pairs nice.
I think doing it where he is now is fine, because he's coming out of sync anyways. He's got the flute.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. If we didn't have flute, maybe wait.
Yeah, do it together. But since he can just flute away, I feel like doing it coming out of sync, especially because you're saving and quitting anyways. I think coming out of sync is fine.
And we got both runners just heading for Skull Woods. Only real difference in equipment here is Gamma does have that half magic. Nice little advantage, but nothing that I'm sure PRD can't handle.
Oh, right. Yeah. He picked up the half magic from Checkerboard. I think Master Sword, I think you'll be fine. Just do some spins and some slashes. I think he'll be okay. We're going to see them route it exactly the same. Coming to the middle first. Getting that small key. And we'll see who goes to Moth first, or if one of them checks under the bridge. Maybe hoping for like a sword or something. Hammer.
I'll also mention we are technically a bow away from Logical Pyramid Fairy.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, because Hera's now completable too, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only one item. Gosh. Yeah, there's some bad options.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're rushing.
Choosing to do... Oh, there's our bow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't mean it, chat. I really didn't mean that should have been what we
what's
found.
What's going to happen? How come you didn't do this when you were racing an hour ago?
My powers turn on and off randomly.
It only works when you're doing commentary, I think.
Yep. And yeah, I think we will get a ped check after this. Not really a reason not to. There's definitely a few things that can be there looking at the options. Ice Rod or a Medallion, though, are really it. I think that's all it could be.
Yeah, we do need at least Quake for sure. So are you doing north checks now, or are you just going immediately to Eastern?
I might still do the north just to make sure that I can get into pod afterwards.
But it's
like if you don't get hammer or hookshot, off of the last item in Eastern, what are you gonna do?
What if hammer is in Pyramid Fairy?
I mean, sure, that's an option. A rupee horde. Okay, so Ped's dead. But yeah, like that's my problem is like I think you have to do North Dark World here because I think you should be setting up for pod. As much as like I am not a big fan of pendant pod plays, like I think you have to here. Like this is the situation where I do it.
It's definitely a tough call. There's one item in Eastern, there's one item in Hera, and then Pyramid Fairy we don't have access to unless you can dupe it or you can do Aga. And then of course there's Ice Palace is an option.
Yeah, the ice dip. There's another great one.
Still looking for that second item coming out of Skull Woods.
Yeah, one item in Skull, one item in Hera, one item in Eastern. Like, we've got all these partially done pendants. Hearts crystals, sorry.
Yeah. And we got both items out of desert, right? So there's no reason to do desert now.
Right.
There's that second item. Looks like Gamma's going to follow what you were thinking about. We're going to come out of Skull Woods and go north. No cape yet, but we can still scout out what Bumper Ledge has. It's just a couple bombs. Don't need those. Perd's not. PRD is going to head up somewhere. He's flying away. Where's he going? Oh, he
Oh,
hasn't been
he
Meyer
hadn't checked the
area
Meyer
yet.
area. Yeah. I can see why this is going to be his play. It
He
does
could
raise the
have
question
access
of,
to it, right? That's what
yeah,
he's thinking. Is I could maybe even full clear it if I have
yep.
the medallion, but it doesn't.
That would be a decent Meyer clear at this point for him.
Yeah. Graveyard Ledge is now kind of isolated for PRD, which is fine since it's just 10 bombs, but... Okay, I'm going to take this to Catfish. Huh, he thought about it. He thought about leaving because he pulled that bomb out, but looks like he's going to continue on. All right, so we are going to get the Catfish play.
Yeah. I mean, really, you said what it is. It's going to be the first chest in Swamp Palace.
Oh, that's so gross.
And both of our runners just decided to skip it.
I mean, it's one check. It's a pendant dungeon. It's slow. Yep. There's other things to do that are not as bad, but yeah. I am curious about where our progression is, either the hammer or the hook shot or something.
Yeah, I mean, if I get anything that keeps me out of this area, I would take it, but...
Not Catfish. All right, so PRD was going to check Meyer and then kind of come back and continue that route that you mentioned earlier. North to Pod.
Yeah, I can't see, checks. If I can skip doing Hera Basement, if I can skip around a little bit on this Eastern return.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's the right smart play.
The question becomes, like, if you get Hammer here in Pod, do you beat everything? Is this like a full clear Pod?
That's always a tough question, right?
Yeah, like, I'm looking at this, I'm just like, it is green pendant, so...
Remember you were talking about those hour-long Kaz boot seeds?
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
Not at all.
This is one of the stingiest seeds I've seen in a while.
And yeah, I will say, Gamma's really not having much luck with his spin speeds tonight. I feel like he's been dropping a lot of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. You do Eastern first, right?
I mean, Eastern doesn't get faster, so not a terrible idea. But Gamma's not pulling out the mirror.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, all right, he's going Pod first.
I mean, you look at all the items. I guess Pod has to have something.
It'd be funny if just like the next check in Eastern was the hammer or the hook shot, or you know what I mean? They both ended up skipping it because both of if that's true, then both of them are going to feel exactly the same way, and that's bad. All right, so not immediately bow locked, but it doesn't matter since we've got that bow. So keys, show me the keys. All right, PRD just following in Gamma's footsteps right now. Going to check Pyramid and then head over to Pod Eastern area. Vanilla Big Keen. There's our... Gosh, what a stupid seed. Hammer in the Vanilla Big Key chest.
Here's the problem. Like, what does the hammer give you?
It gives us West or East Death Mountain.
Yeah. Because honestly, look at like the dungeons you want to do with that hammer are usually Pod and Ice.
Yeah.
And they're both pendants.
Yeah, I think you're committed here. You do the rest. I don't know if you kill the boss. I'm gonna guess no. Even if it's an item. and then you finish Eastern, and then I think you head up to the mountain, right?
Yeah.
What are we looking for? We're looking for Quake for Meyer. We're looking for
an Ice Rod.
And possibly Hook Shot. Hover Seed, anyone? I mean, Gamma doesn't hover. I don't think PRD hovers.
I wouldn't be surprised if PRD does, though.
We got Flip Hill and Ike here in chat. We can ask them. Does PRD hover? Gamma definitely Moldorm bounces. All right, there's our big key. It looks like PRD is doing.
Yeah, Eastern I completely forgot that PRD was here in Eastern first. I will say, I kind of hope that we don't get a hook shot first in Eastern.
Yeah.
Yes. That would be my worry.
I think it'll be. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Just one more check for Gamma here. All right, so I think, I'm not sure. Maybe the map, maybe one item. I'm not sure. But we're not going to see Helma from Gamma, at least. Got all the items. Thanks to our tracker, Pixcalibur, for that.
So it's really just if the green pendant turn-in is something.
Yeah, and that's such an investment, right? Like,
yeah.
And there's our third item in Eastern. $50. So I feel like you got to go up, right? You got to go up and do Super Bunny, you do Paradox, Spiral, you got first check in Hookshot Cave as well.
Yeah, and I think you delay on Hera for now.
Yeah, I definitely delay Hera because you might get that hookshot, right? Shoot, you might even be able to go into Turtle Rock, right? If we got the Ether Medallion and it unlocks Turtle Rock, that could be a possibility. No, yeah, it could. I was thinking we didn't have the hammer, but we do have the hammer.
I'll be really curious to see if PRD bails as soon as he pulls that hammer. At this point, like
it's a possibility, but that's a lot of.
It's a big gamble, but
yeah,
you know,
could say
gamble. Like
it would pay off.
Has been super slow. Maybe this is the moment I need to make a skip of some sort.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think? You think we're going to have a hover seed?
I mean, based on the fact that it sounds like neither of our runners hover, I'll feel more inclined to call it a bounce seed at this rate.
Yeah, sure. All right, so Beardy with the current crystal lead of 3. Gamma right behind, though.
But honestly, like, even if this is a seed that you could have gotten away with a hover, like, the dungeons we still have to do, the only one that can really, like, Ice and Swamp, if either of those has the hookshot, maybe our runners get burned by it, but we've still got plenty of dungeons and plenty of checks that need to happen that I feel like will have hookshot.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually just a hover seed if it's like hookshot in left side swamp or something, right?
Yeah.
Or a bounce seed. Wait, did Pure? Oh no, he didn't. He didn't check. He didn't check Vanilla Big Key chest. He just dropped down, even though he had a key. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, he's gonna get it, but it's just eliminates that option of immediately leaving. I feel like if you get a key on that bridge, and it's the sec, you just do Vanilla Big Key in case.
Yeah, that's usually the route I would subscribe to, yeah. But maybe he's thinking maybe the item's just here on the right side. And Gamma is leaving, and yeah, going to the mountain makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to do Hera either. I think you leave that.
Yeah, I think you get done East Death Mountain F afterwards. I think the only worry is, like, you know, hopefully Hera isn't... I don't think I've seen somebody use a Samaria block on those stairs.
Oh, really?
No, I'm used to the bomb climb.
Yeah. All right, so PRD is going to finish up pod. That makes sense. Such a dense location. You don't want to ever come back here, really. So might as well just get out of the way now.
I thought maybe we would have checked TR first, but Gamma is going to go with the... looks like the Death Mountain checks before... And there's the hook shot. Okay.
There's our hook shot. I'm kind of upset about that.
Did you want to see our runners try to bounce?
I did. I wanted to see some bouncing today. So we need Ice Rod, we need Quake, and then we'll see what we need from Turtle Rock as well. Oh, there's Bombos.
So Quake and Ice Rod for go.
Quake and Ice Rod for go. And that means you just, Hera pot Easter now.
Yeah. We already got one item in Hera. I can't, you know... Oh, and we got silvers now, too.
Free silvers. A single arrow to go with those silvers.
I mean, Gamba's only got 6 arrows to be right now, so yeah, worth it.
Yeah. You dip Turtle Rock, right? If you can get in.
At this rate, I feel like you have to. Like, what are you going to do instead? Like, I know you check Super Bunny, you check Hook Shot, and Hope.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, Ice Palace and Swamp Palace are options here for density, but no, I think you play the Crystal and Hope. And if it doesn't work out, like, I'm mirroring on Laser Bridge, going up to Hera, finishing that, and I guess doing Spike Cave.
So it is Bombos, which we just got.
Oh, and PRD is going to hit Hera first, get that crystal knocked out.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Unless it's in the big chest and it's one of the required items.
Yeah, because that could get really dicey for Gamma to go back and check.
Free tempered. I mean, we've seen it a bunch today where one person skips an item and it happens to be the thing you don't skip.
Yeah.
So
I mean, and that's the thing. We said that at the beginning. Like, this is what Kaz Boots is. You know, usually we don't talk about Kaz Boots being this, where it's a full clear from both of our runners. You expect a little bit more aggressive play, but you know, eventually it does come down to a skip here or there.
All right, so Gamma is going to go Turtle Rock.
If you get Quake here in the front, do you bail? Or are you going to play this out?
Man, I feel like you played out, right? Because it could just be Ice Rod here.
We've had a lot of those seeds for sure. It seems just more common than not that Ice Rod is here.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see if the item here is in the big chest. Because if it is, and it's the answer, you know, it's going to be, I think, spell trouble for Gamachu. Moment of truth here. It's the item, but it's only $20. Okay, so. is bailed out there.
And we know this is going to be a small key on Gamma's side.
Yeah, it was a big key and what, a map or compass or an item or something?
Yeah, it was a map, I think.
All right. What's the answer, man? Is it going to be here? Is one of the two items or both the items going to be here?
I feel like one of them is. TR always has one answer, at least.
Yeah.
Like, it's Quake or Ice Rod is going to be here. Just, you get that sense of Turtle Rock. I don't feel like there's a lot of seeds where there's not some progression in this dungeon.
What's worse, an Ice Rod hunt or a Quake hunt?
If
equal,
it was
right? Both of them.
At this point, yeah, because Myers not much better than the like Myers 2 items versus the one thing locked by Ice Rod. Myers just a bad dungeon. Let's be real. We did dip Hera earlier, by the way. Gamma did dip. It was one item. We got our Moon Pearl in the basement cage of Hera, so that's kind of why I think Gamma's avoiding it for now, saying that second item probably isn't super necessary yet. He's right. Realistically, if he goes there, it's going to be in with the intention of probably doing Pyramid Fairy next. Saving the portal? I'm just not sure at this point. Fear, would you try to save it?
I'm sorry, I said away. What was it? Looking for the portal?
Yeah, would you try to save a portal here?
I don't think so. I think there's too much to do. Because you got to do desert still. Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't even really worry about it.
That's the thing. Like, even if I got Quake here, I'd probably still not try to preserve it because, like, I would want to do Mire and Desert together.
Yeah.
In the moment. And, like, you wouldn't put off Mire or Desert until getting done Turtle Rock because you'd just be like, I don't want to climb the mountain again after Turtle Rock. Okay, so PRD is opening up Turtle Rock. We'll see if he makes the same... Like, obviously he's going to do Super Bunny and Hookshot, but we'll see if he makes this full commitment into Turtle Rock as well. Honestly, though, like, if he doesn't, he's roughly even with Gamma, but Gamma's already almost done the TR checks.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going to Hera pot in Hera, so he'll save a bunch of time there, too. Gosh, only a couple more checks here. Well, we found our boots.
Okay.
So, you do Hera, right?
Yeah, I don't see how he does it. We what? We got 2 on Pyramid Fairy. We've got Swamp and Ice as the others.
Yeah, Swamp and Ice. We've got Hammer Pegs, which we haven't seen because we got the Hammer Late. Of course, there's that item in Thieves Town.
Oh no. That Thieves Town Big Chest doesn't exist, right? It can't hurt us?
If you choose between Swamp and Ice, is it Swamp because of density or what?
I like Ice for speed is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, we also got that one item on Green Pendant.
Right. That's going to be last location for both our runners for sure.
I don't know. Which one do you last locate more? Green Pendant or Thieves Town Big Chest?
Wait, so Purity's and Spike, did he not go into Turtle Rock?
He skipped Turtle Rock. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Nothing in Spike. Well, it's not a double dip, so that's good for him. It is a long dungeon, though, so...
Is this Shovel?
Did he not... Where was Bombos? Bombos was Hookshot Cave or something, right?
Yeah, no, he opened up Turtle Rock.
Okay. Is Gamma going to do the basement? He better not do the basement, right?
Okay, Pyramid Fairy or Swamp for PRD. Clearly it's one of them. And yeah, this is just going to be Spike Cave.
Yeah, I think you do Pyramid Fairy, right? Nope. I mean, we are in 2 hunts, right? Like, you got to find the Ice Rod and Quake, and they can be pretty much anywhere. Just trying to think the places that we haven't seen. We haven't seen Ice and Swamp. Those are the 2 big ones. We got everything out of Desert. We got everything out of Pod except for the Green Pendant. We have Pyramid Fairy, Swamp, Ice, and then a couple of one-off checks, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I think you're right, though, about Pod being a last location. Because at least Thieves Town has the play of hammer pegs with it.
Yeah.
Like, there's at least something to pair those two.
What do you like better? Do you like the Swamp play or do you like the Pyramid Fairy play?
Pyramid Fairy's quicker.
Yeah.
And honestly, like,
Swamp is a commitment, right?
Swamp's a commitment, and there's still a gamble to it. Like, are you doing left side? Are you doing the back and bailing? If you get one of the items, are you looking for the second one still, or are you gonna... I feel like you're in for more here in Swamp.
Yeah. It could be like the Ice Rod. You go up to Turtle Rock, you finish it, and then you're still looking for that Quake. I'm just glad I'm not racing this.
Instead, you decided to sign up the Comet.
Yeah, at least I don't have any. I just gotta watch.
I don't know. I'll be honest. Calming for my teammates is hard.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Harder, at least.
Is this? I think this might be Swamp from Gamma too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of left side density, right? Here, to be honest.
Yeah, because you're looking for 2 items, and
that's the thing. Like, if the big key's in the back, if the big key's in the back, are you coming back in now still for big chest? Like, I feel like Specky Clip has just made this such an easier decision to say skip left side first trip.
Yeah. Well, there's the big key.
Okay, and this is the situation that proves you wrong, but still.
Sure, yeah. I still agree. And there's 1 item on the left side, but let's see if that big key leads to anything. I think Gamma will probably go to the back.
And realistically, I think PRD, if we find nothing here, ends up doing Pyramid Fairy right after this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. The seed isn't awful and like it has like the worst placements. It's just slow. It's like a grind, you know?
And that's the thing, like, you feel like you haven't made mistakes if you're the runners. You just are like, I'm not happy with this Kaz boots. You're like, at an hour, you're thinking, I should be in go mode. about to say, Gamma, what are you doing?
He thought about going.
He did. I mean, this could be just playing so much keys recently.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very much the keys routing is like, yeah, go over the top. Because you're just going to float through the dungeon. Bombs.
Was it an item? Oh, it was an item.
Yeah.
Just give me hammer pigs, you know that, right?
Yep. I'm aware.
Oh man, PRD just missed that cycle. Had to wait. Let's get the silver.
Yeah, that was
in. What do we got? Nothing.
It is. Wow.
Empty swamp.
Swamp is honestly like if it's pod or thieves, you're still doing ice first, and you still would have done swamp before that.
Yeah.
So I think you know if you're in either of the runner's shoes, it's like please ice have nothing because you can see your opponent hitting ice first.
Yeah. You think Gamma goes back in for 2 items?
I feel like he's running out of stuff. It would not shock me.
All right. Let's see. He's going back. All right.
Nice bomb dupe there from PRD.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be ice next. Like, there's just not a lot of good plays, and this is probably your best.
Yeah, I was really surprised PRD didn't go into Turtle Rock.
I mean, if he didn't do it then, like, he's going to do it. He's going to wait. Is this hammer pegs?
This is hammer pegs.
If you come this way, you have to do thieves then too, right? Is this
Man,
really just a one check?
I feel like, yeah, this is.
I don't like it.
One check.
Yeah.
It's the answer though. It's gonna work out. And Jesse, you know the hammer pegs is never the answer, right?
Yes. Except in like qualifiers for a tournament or something like that, where it's always something.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's never the right choice. See?
It's not the right choice today. Yeah. Oh, is he not done powder yet? I guess he didn't do it when the original when he was originally over here.
Okay, this makes a little bit more sense as a pair.
Yeah.
Drip feed items. Missing 2 items.
Yeah. You know, the difference could be PRD not going into Turtle Rock. Like, if he single dips Turtle Rock, that could make up some of that time. The game has right now.
Gamma's got the advantage, even if even with that. Like, Gamma's put time in between and is going to be able to just rush through TR. And as was pointed out in chat, this is a 3% TR. There wasn't a small key on Laser Bridge.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right.
Or in Crystal Roller. So like this is the 3 or 4% seed. that people always warn about. Like, I think if PRD does not double dip that dungeon, he's going to get burned by it.
Yeah. And yeah, so Gamma is in. I mean, he's not very far behind into Ice Palace. So.
And let's say it's Quake in here.
So.
You know, if Quake's in here, they both end up in Mire. Gamma full clears Mire. If Ice Rod's not in Mire, Gamma just has Pod and Thieves, whereas PRD, like, at that point, he's going to have to play TR.
Yeah. Now the big key chest has a small key. Nice icebreaker there. On the airship that is Ice Palace.
At least it's not an auto-scrolling palace.
It's true. It does feel like it, though, at times. All right, so
I thought maybe we would have gone north there, but...
Yeah, I get
got their different ways to route this.
Yeah, you don't really want to do iced tea if you can avoid it, so... There's Quake. Man, it's tempting not to just leave, right? Like,
yeah.
The problem is it's only 2 checks in Mire. Oh, there's the ice rod. Both are in. Imagine choosing ice before swamp, as you said, Jesse.
Like I said, ice is so straightforward. Like, there's no decisions really. Like,
both of them have to be feeling it, right?
Oh yeah,
they're both feeling. Oh man, I just full cleared swamp for nothing. Both items are in Ice Palace.
And
here we go.
In this case, Gamma's route actually paid out better.
Yeah.
Gamma entered second and just got through the dungeon that much faster.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely Gamma's race to lose here, but there's still plenty of time. I mean, the problem is PRD has to do everything in the front of Turtle Rock, and Gamma's going to be able to just run through there.
Good memory from Gamma there to kill the Murderdactyl first.
Is the sprite that PRD using a custom, like one that he has on?
I am not familiar with this one. I really am not familiar with this sprite.
All right, so we just need a big key here. Let's see how deep the big key is. We still need to finish desert, but that's just going to the back. PRD having a little bit of a rough Mire 2 there.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither runner entering on full health, and the while PRD was able to get all the whiz robes in that one cycle, unfortunately, not the others. This is not a Godmire, though.
No, Flip Hill saying that PRD just rolls a random sprite. That's awesome.
Okay. I can't see myself ever doing that, but...
Respect that. I very much respect that.
And yeah, Ghost House just fits Meyer as a mood.
Oh yeah, so good. There's the big key.
Yeah. My general thought for Meyer is it should be a very either spooky feel or hectic.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's some chaos element to Meyer.
I like the tracks that feel like off, like they almost kind of like send a tingle down your spine in a weird way, like raise the hair arm or something. It's
something
creepy,
discordant almost.
Yeah, it's off.
Gamma not looking great for his arrow situation. He's got enough to get through Vidi, but definitely going to want some more. We'll see how quick that big key shows up in GT, and if he picks up any arrows elsewhere along the way.
Yeah, you can grab a couple along the way. And you can grab some in desert if you want on the way in the very back. He could save arrows just by killing Vidi with spins too, since he has tempered. Kind of go the NMG way.
Yeah, he's got the health for it. But he's pulling out his silvers.
Just pull them out. There's plenty of opportunities to pick up silvers. And you'll probably open some chests in GT that get you some arrows as well.
I'd say Gamma knows to pick up the middle arrow pot or the middle pot in G or in TR because that's an arrow pot, but Gamma's not an NMG kind of person. So might not be aware of that arrow pot too much.
Sure.
Gamma.
What was that?
Gamma.
Oh no, we have a. Oh no. Oh no, this is a we've got a GGW situation. He's gonna try to enter GT with 6 crystals. We're gonna have to do another climb. This is gonna give time back, man. Not good. Not good at all.
No.
All right, this is one of those times where being on comms for a race for your teammate is not my favorite. Oh man. Oh no.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if this puts.
It's just one of those days, right? Like something in the water today. I don't know. It's one of those days. It's
that lull of Thursday that towards the end of the week you're just it's not Friday. I don't know.
I think you just realized. Do you see how I stopped and kind of pulled out the mirror for a second and looked down? I think.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make things interesting, right?
Yeah. No, this was his plan all along.
Yeah. A little sweating a little bit here. Did it just get hot for you, or is that just me?
Whew. I just don't know what. I see chat mentioning he could save the portal here on the mountain. I don't see the value. I feel like going book into desert feels slower than just having to reclimb the mountain and re-enter Dark World. I don't like it. Oh, and unfortunately, PRD trying to go for the Waffle House and just jumping off the ledge. So
yeah, both of them have to feel pretty bad, right? You full clear swamp. When you full clear a pendant dungeon, as especially swamp, and get nothing out of it, you're not feeling great. So are they going to be even now? Like, does this even them up?
It really comes down to, I think, PRD's route on the.
Oh, are you saying does he skip a key? Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he skips, like, he's going to skip Lava Island, which I believe is a small key, and then the big chest is a small key. Like, that really does hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that Gamma full cleared this dungeon earlier is an advantage, unlike how it normally you would think. Like, the double dip might help him a little bit more here.
She just must be ice cream drunk or something. I don't know. That was strange. Not a mistake you see Gamachu make very often, you know?
No. He's got the mirror, though. He did remember, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, back down to desert now.
And I mean, Gamma's got to feel terrible now with this. Like, this is the worst case in his mind. It's like, you know, I already did all of Swamp Palace. Yeah. I did a lot of extra checks with Pod. I did Pyramid Fairy, all this stuff, and then on top of it, I forget a crystal.
Yeah. Having to reclimb is just a feeling that just sucks. But I think you're right. He's going to get bailed out with the key layout here in Turtle Rock. We'll see how PRD wants to.
Yeah, if this was a better key layout, I think PRD could be a little ahead. If or like goes, if it comes more to GT routing.
Yeah, if he steals the key and goes outside, then
I feel like we've got a race still.
Yeah. Which is possible. He could do that. But Gamachu still got a lead though. He's just about to kill Landmo, and then is a mountain climb away from getting into GT, whereas PRD still has to get through Turtle Rock and go outside, Bird. Go outside. Oh no.
Yeah, unfortunately, like this is one of those things. Is like I feel like we've been conditioned as runners now to just kind of you're playing for the 96, not for the 4.
I mean, 96 is such a huge percentage, right? Like you take it every time. I feel like there's no reason not to. So just unfortunate for PRD here. And I don't even know what's the fastest way to go about this. Do you walk back? Because you don't want to mirror back to the front, right? You have to walk back, right? Is that how
maybe exit on Laser Bridge?
Oh, you exit on Laser Bridge, and then you... No, but then you got to go outside to get the key, right?
Oh, right. No, you might have to walk back. Is that better?
Then going to the front? Yeah, I think so, right?
This is a lot more time than I was thinking it was going to be. I thought at least we had a way to save.
Yeah.
No. Like, this is going through the Dark Maze twice.
Yeah, that stinks. And then you got to go outside.
That's the thing. Like, if a key was here on Laser Bridge or Crystal Roller Room, like, Gamma's still a little bit ahead, but not nearly, like, the amount we're going to see.
Yeah. It would have drawn it closer, but this is extending that lead for Gamma.
Yeah, like figure PRD is into Trinex at about 122.45, 122.50. Now we're talking 124 potentially for his enter the Trinex fight at best. 2 checks, though, and nothing so far. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
And really
Nice,
does not
quick.
give much of an opportunity here for PRD even. You know, you're thinking
I don't
maybe a
even
DM
know.
route.
Yeah,
like if it was
maybe.
Compass Room
Yeah.
and PRD can save some time, but Torch, no.
Yeah. So Gamachu just has a gauntlet, a GT gauntlet to get through. To pick up 3 points for your mom's favorite rando team. Moms everywhere will be happy to see that one.
You know, Fear, I do have to ask you, because, you know, this is your team. What's the shorthand to call your team? Are we just supposed to say your mom, or what?
I don't know if there's a shorthand.
Because, like, I don't want to say your mom's favorite rando team every time I do a comm for you guys.
I mean, you gotta speak the truth, man.
I mean, I think I did comms for one of your guys' other race, and it just turned into calling you guys Team Kappa again.
Yeah. No, Team Cap is dead, all right? This is your mom's favorite rando team. Say it loud, say it proud. Moms everywhere. All right, Gamma through the gauntlet. And Trinex about to be down.
Yeah, this will be a quick GT, a big key find for PRD, but honestly, at this rate, Gamma's going to be at the top of the tower by the time PRD gets that key.
Yeah.
So we're talking at least about a 4-minute difference.
Yeah. I'm not even sure. I mean, the TR thing obviously played a part, but Gamma did double dip TR, right? Like,
yeah.
In this weird way, double dipping TR almost was better than what happened to PRD. I don't know really where the rest of the time came from, though. I guess Hera Basement, that didn't help PRD.
Yeah, Hera Basement, but Gamachu did double dip Swamp, which I think led to PRD having a slightly more efficient Swamp Palace. I will say, like, Gamma had more efficiency at a lot of other small places.
Yeah.
That are kind of easy to overlook in the grand scheme. Like, Gamma did have the money for Zora the first trip, whereas PRD did the waterfall and then had to leave.
He saved and quit after Hobo and stuff. Yeah, it's those little things that add up with when you're playing Gamachu. It's tough. I mean, there's a reason he's one of the top runners in Rando, right? Like, I don't want to.
That's the thing. Like, I
don't want to float his boat too much, but it's true. Like,
you do not want to run into Gamma in this type of seed where it's a full clear.
Yeah.
Like, you're hoping for a jet where maybe a skip here or there benefits you, and unfortunately, this just wasn't that kind of seed. This one begged you to full clear it.
I mean, if you got into ice instead of swamp, it's a different race, right? But they both ended up making that same decision.
And I think that's a good question to ask, is like, you know, what led both of them to swamp first? Was this just a pure density decision?
Yeah, that'd be my guess for both of them. I mean, it made sense. It's just... But Gamma's done with GT, so just has to kill a pig now.
Yeah, and PRD is into the gauntlet G3 right now.
Like a nice 1-1 for Gamachu. He's putting that cape to use even. Taking no chances. I know he can't feel great, right? Like
no,
with the desert gaff and swamp over ice, he's got to be wondering like what happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get to this point and your opponent's not done, and you're like, I see the better path, and we're not out of this. Okay, what happened to my opponent here to make this this close?
Yeah. And the thing was, they just routed very, very similarly, right?
Like the thing is, do you think maybe my opponent bailed on Ice Palace before getting both items?
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
Like these are such weird things that could happen. You don't think they do, but you never know.
Get your GGs in chat for Gamachu and your mom's favorite Rando team, and 3 points in a much contested division.
Yeah, finishing with an official race time of 1:29:31.
We're already not too far behind. Just has to kill Moldor on Aga2 and then on to Ganon. So
yeah, we'll see if Gamma will join us here.
Interesting seed though, right? Like with so much limited, I don't know, the seed was so limited in what it gave us. It was just a slog of a race, especially for Kaz Boots.
2 pendants very much required tonight. Pendant Pod giving us that hammer, and then Pendant Ice providing us Ice Rod and Quake. And we're down.
Yeah, but your mom's favorite Rando team's favorite runner, Gamachu. How'd you win this, dude?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was muted. That's a good question. What happened?
Did you have too much ice cream today? Were you ice cream drunk? Is that what happened?
Look, listen. I had desert on my mind after Meyer. But I felt like I'm just kind of a bit of a panic mode just because I kind of delayed pod so late. I just kind of faded away from desert after Meyer, and I'm just after Vidi Dust. Okay, save and quit. That's a festival with the mountain. And I just blanked out until I was in the first room of TR, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I left it, and I'm like, well, that's probably the nail in the coffin. Like, I don't know.
I was kind of hoping that you went to GT and we could have a double clip of you and GGW both.
Thank you, teammate.
without all 7 crystals. But I mean, you guys both routed it pretty similarly. Like you both did full cleared swamp. You both got to pod pretty late. I think there was just things that you did that were a little bit more efficient. He did Hera basement. You didn't do Hera basement. And then the Hera or also TR being the key layout that it was didn't help PRD either because he had to go back for the key, and dipping it actually kind of helped you out there.
Yeah, when I was dipping pod the first time, TR, I saw the keys right there in big key chest and big chest. I'm like, oh my gosh, I saved more time just double dipping it alone because I think it's a time save if you end up normally going for the gamble if you're go moding it. I did feel pretty garbage though after I picked up the what was it? Both Quake and Ice Rod and Ice Palace.
Yeah.
I also assumed he would dip TR right there, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
No.
He is going to finish here though, so get your GGs in for PRE, and we'll see if you can chat about this seed as well. Can I ask you what made you choose Swamp over Ice Palace?
I got the hook shot in the mountain, basically the only thing of value up there. And the hook shot cave had nothing, so I just figured, I guess I'll just follow this into Swamp. That's a high density after Pyramid Fairy.
And, we figured it was high density.
Versus 3. You could say the portal was ice, but I just really wanted to go for that density. And I assume that's, probably the progression. Just follow the the pro. Yeah. So that was a whole lot of garbo, and I was disappointed, and I was in panic mode.
Sure. I mean, I don't know. Tell me a little bit about the seed, because we were talking about it as it was going on. It felt like a slog, right? Like it really didn't want to give you anything, or just like little pieces here or there, and it felt like you just had to like full clear.
Yeah, the light world. Did he also locate the glove mitts in
Yes.
Eastern? Okay.
Yeah,
You guys pretty much were step for step in a lot of the light world stuff. You were into Eastern a little bit earlier, having been able to get a bit more efficiency with the Zora play. But other than that, like, you guys were both into Eastern last, and then bailed after right side.
Yeah, I was laughing. You got the flippers, you got the buck. Okay, clearly there's probably going to be some dark world progression in there, and nope, it's just an Eastern, and that one item available in Hera.
Yeah, the book was garbage, right? Like it got you absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing on the tablets, nothing in desert.
Nothing, just a nice bait. Yeah, I felt okay, but no, I felt like I delayed pod fairly late. Like that was my next play after Hype Cave, but then I got the fire around like, well, I could do Skullwood Snores into pod, and I just kind of went with that. But I didn't really have any good checks left after I made the pod play. All I had was like first just a Swamp and Ice Palace, so I'm still feeling pretty late to it. So I don't know if if I made it to pod first before him, but I just felt late to it. I just didn't feel good.
Well, you did get the W, so that's gotta ease the pain a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. I haven't played Kaz Boots in a long time, so it's basically, this is what I kind of am afraid of usually when I play Kaz Boots, just kind of like a coin flip, choose the correct pendant. And it was ice. And actually, hookshot was actually logically required because that Quake was hookshot locked. So I thought that was pretty silly. But yeah, I'm glad. Just stressed odds, I'm climbing GT, looking at the race from the whole time. And
yeah, you did not feel good, right? Like the whole time you're in GT, you're just kind of waiting for the dot done, right?
Yeah, like, did he go for big key first? I didn't see if he went left side before Hope Room, but I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. I'm glad there wasn't small key in Hope Room because I feel even worse, doing Compass Room and seeing the big key on the torch. But yeah, I'm glad it kind of worked out in my favor there at the end.
So how are you feeling about Shireen's chances against Flip Hill then on Sunday?
Shireen's washed. Nah, I feel like it'll make a great show. Happy to see him racing. It's been a while, so I'm looking forward to it. He is racing Flip Heel, right? Flip Heel. So, yeah. I've had my encounters with Flip Heel quite recently, quite a bit in multiple tournaments. So I'm sad I'm not able to race him again, but
I mean, Flip Hill's known for taking down giants, right?
I mean, you don't know, right? Any time you come across anybody here in Rando, it just, it's a coin flip. It's Rando. I'm always happy to race him, but yeah, Shireen went ahead and claimed him like, all right, you go ahead. I'll race BRD Wong. But yeah, happy with the results. I'm looking forward to that race. That's this Sunday, I think. So,
yeah, Sunday night. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to keep an eye on that one.
Don't think we're going to get PRD in here.
Yeah, it sounded like PRD had to go off to get work done immediately. So
okay. Well, Gamma, GG's on the win. Thanks for continuing to carry the team, and moms everywhere are very happy with the results. And then good luck on Sunday and the next week.
That makes me very happy to hear. Yeah. Thanks for doing comms, Fear, Jesse, and tracking Excalibur. And yeah, putting out the restream. Appreciate it all.
All right, man. Have a good night. Yo, Jesse, thanks for stepping in and doing this, man. Always
I saw
a
you.
pleasure to have
You
you.
were signing up, and I was like, it's always a pleasure to come with you.
For sure, man. Always a good time.
Yeah.
And tonight was no exception.
Yeah, I will say this is the last race for tonight for any of either Invitational or Open League. Tomorrow is actually a really light schedule for the Invitational League. I just see one match tomorrow night at 8:10 p.m. That's going to be Talrumis versus Leftovers Restocked, Jay Meisher versus Chimo. That's got a channel assigned for it of SpeedGaming 4. Definitely looking for some signups there for Common Tracker. There's a lot of matches with the Open League. Maybe some of those could get restreams. We'll see what happens. But nothing assigned currently from what I can tell. So, but yeah, still a busy week 2 to go. Plenty of matches before we close out and enter into AAB Keys week for next week.
Good times.
Yep.
Thanks to our tracker, Excalibur, for keeping us on track and doing an awesome job tracking. Always appreciate them. I think that's going to do it. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone, and see you later this tomorrow and this weekend when there's a lot of matches for some more Rando League action. Have a good night.